Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me here on ASTV. It's our Sportscast here with Sport for Life Manitoba building. He's at home today. Sport Manitoba's Nolan Kowal. How you doing today, Nolan?
I'm good, Theo. Good to talk to you again. How have you been?
Keeping warm. That's the most important thing in this little bit of global warming week we've had, right?
Well, and I think that's maybe a benefit to working at home these days for everyone in the province, right? Is the amount of time you got to spend outside is limited. So that's one advantage, I guess.
It is just unfortunate that there are a lot of people on the street still trying to find home and warmth. So we'll digress. Let's get back to the focus at hand here. You gave me a big laundry list of things we got to talk about, Nolan. Let's start with the leadership series that's been going on. It's been ongoing here, the Sport Leadership Series. Tell us what's going on this month.
Yeah, so it's a 5-part series. You're right. It's been going on since last fall, and basically we got our 4th session coming up. It's going to be coming up next week, next Thursday at February 18th at 7 o'clock. And this one's called the Black Female Coach Experience. So obviously there's a conversation around diversity going on in the sport community these days, as you know, and we certainly want to contribute to that. And so we've got a panel of coaches from across Canada who are going to talk about their own experience in sports in the country. And this is open to everyone. You can register for free on our website. The first 3 sessions are available on demand. You can watch those if you missed any of them and any of them interest you. And again, just thanks to Bison Transport, our main sponsor, for helping us put this event on. So we're looking forward to the next one coming up on February 18th, next Thursday. And again, you can visit our website, sportmanitoba.ca, for all the details there.
Does the website have the panelists on there as well? So it gives a bit of a bio, what they're going to be talking about as well?
Exactly. Yeah. There's as you say, a bit of a bio, and people can go on and read about their background a little bit. I believe a couple of them are from out east. One's from Nova Scotia. So a bit of a different dynamic to this session, and we're looking forward to hosting it.
Absolutely. And coaching and diversity are going hand in hand these days. It's been a pretty hot button topic. On the Play More, Be More program, Nolan.
Yeah, a great campaign that it's still in its early stages. And basically for us, it's all about raising awareness on the benefits of playing multiple sports growing up, and then maybe the dangers of specializing in one sport too early. So a couple of things we're talking about: overall athleticism, overuse injuries, avoiding burnout, and just making sure that kids are having a positive experience and they're having fun playing sports at a young age. So our organization's heavily involved in this, including our performance team, just promoting that message of multi-sport. And so you'll see social media posts on a weekly basis from us on this, some blogs on our website, some resources on our website that people can check out. And we're encouraging people to get involved and to join the conversation. They can use the hashtag #PlayMoreBeMore and join the conversation on social media. And so far, we've had a lot of positive feedback from athletes, coaches, parents, everyone involved in the sport community. So we're looking forward to continuing that. Obviously still in its early stages. We launched it last month in January, and looking forward to continuing it this spring.
As much as organized indoor sport has not occurred because of our current pandemic and our Code Red situation, it's now given an opportunity to recreationally look at different sports and seeing how those different attributes may approach or may encourage younger kids to try a different sport, perhaps because they might be really good at one thing, but also transfer that knowledge to another sport as well. And I'm a big proponent, a huge fan of multi-sport athletes. We see it all the time, and especially in our professional athletes nowadays are saying more and more how important it was to be not just focused on that one sport.
Yeah, I'm with you. And I mean, look, I grew up, casually playing sports as well. Nothing ever too competitive, obviously, but I played a lot different ones as well. And like you say, there's skills that young athletes will develop in certain sports that will help them in other sports. And that's really one of the key things we're trying to promote as well.
Hashtag Play More, Be More. Hit it up. Show off some of that talent. We'd love to see it. Up next on the docket, Peak Performance Speaker Series. Who we got speaking this upcoming month?
Yeah, so just a quick note on this. This is a series put on every year by our performance team, as you know, presentations geared towards athletes. So the first 2 are on our YouTube channel. People can check those out. We're releasing our 3rd presentation next week, and it's all about mental skills. So obviously nowadays, with sports being disrupted as they've been over the last year or so, the mental makeup of athletes is certainly high on the priority list right now, with most competitions not happening. And so our performance team just put together a little presentation on mental skills, and that'll be available next week on our YouTube channel. So people are able to check that out as well.
Fabulous resource. It's going to be one of those hot topic conversations once we all get back to sports and back to a bit of a more normal life too. Good to see. I like talking about this next one because I'm a big fan of celebrating those that have done extremely well in our province around the world in sport and with culture and community. Who is our Hall of Fame inductee spotlight today?
Yeah, so again, you're right, Theo. Just highlighting our 2020 inductee class. Obviously not able to formally induct them yet, given the current situation, but these are monthly pieces we do on our website where we highlight either an honored member or a team that's going to be going into the Hall of Fame, Manitoba Sports Hall of Fame. So in January, last month, we actually featured the 1996 and 1997 University of Manitoba Bison's women's basketball team. And if you recall, they won back-to-back championships in the 90s, 96 and 97. So they went on quite the run. And so we got a bit of a full story on those teams on our website. People can go on and read more about those two teams who are very deserving Hall of Fame members. And then just circling back to December, because I don't believe we touched on this when we spoke last time, but we featured Baxter Humby in December. And Baxter Humby was a kickboxer. He was born in Gillam, raised in Winnipeg. An interesting story in that he actually lost his right hand at birth. So he competed with only one hand, known as the one-arm bandit. Anyways, he went on to a professional career, won a world championship. I won't spoil it any more than that. It's a really, really intriguing, interesting story about Baxter Humby. And again, people can go on and read about his story as well, as he's one of the inductees for 2020.
Great story. I love hearing those athletes coming back and showing a little bit of light back on their heyday. The one-armed bandit. I'm going to have to look that one up. I'm not familiar with Baxter's story, so I'm definitely on that one. Because everybody's staying at home, because we are staying safe, and it is a little bit chillier outside today. Our fit kids, healthy kids, and staying at home resources, where do we find them? Give us some more details on that.
For sure. So this is part of the Safe at Home initiative with the province. Our Fit Kids team recently put together a video series. It's a 12-part video series on fundamental movement skills that kids can practice. So things like catching, jumping, throwing, things like that. There's 12 of them. And we're releasing one every week on our website. We actually release one every Wednesday. So later today, we'll be sharing it on our Twitter and Instagram channels. But people can go on and look at all of them on our website. We have a webpage under Fit Kids, Healthy Kids. We've got other games as part of that program as well that families can take part in to stay active at home. And just another note on this, Theo, our Fit Kids team is also offering free equipment right now. So for any families who might be in need of free equipment that can be a part of them playing these games at home, they can reach out to us. It's Fit Kids, Healthy Kids at sportmanitoba.ca. And we'll be offering those free resources until March 31st. So a little cool thing there. Our Fit Kids team has been heavily involved with the province and kind of promoting these alternate activities that people can do while we're stuck at home.
Is this equipment donated to the Sport Manitoba building, or how do people, if they're looking to clean out or looking to realize they have extra sticks or something lying around, can they donate this material, these equipments to this program as well?
You know what? That's a good question. I can double check on that. I believe the equipment belongs to our Fit Kids, Healthy Kids team. Usually our team goes into schools with equipment and does all these activities in the normal world, but I think they belong to our team. But certainly if people have questions on that in terms of what kind of equipment it is, or if they can donate, it's fitkidshealthykids.ca. Our program director there is Raquel. She's great, and she'll answer all those questions. So it's a great program, and we've had quite a bit of people involved in it so far.
That is fantastic to get kids involved, especially when it's been such a sedentary situation during this pandemic for a lot of kids. Last but not least, we have our Sport Manitoba podcast.
Yeah, I always save this for the end, and I know you like listening to it, so I appreciate it. Okay, so last month, January, Desiree Scott, who everyone knows, I'm sure, great soccer player from Winnipeg. She's always a great interview. I spoke with her late last month. She's a Kids Sport ambassador, so she's heavily connected to our organization already. She spoke about the challenges of this year, slowly getting back into training right now, and then also looking ahead to the Olympics. Obviously, she's hoping to compete for Canada again this summer if they go forward. So she's somebody who's given a lot to her sport, and a great interview. She gave a little bit of insights into what her year might look like, and also what she does off the field, away from the game. So people can check that out. The podcast is on the website, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Just search Sport Manitoba podcast. You can find it. And then this month, Theo, for February, really excited about Mo Oy, who is a judo lifer here in Manitoba. You might have seen recently received a promotion from Judo Canada to level 9, which is insanely high. I believe only 2 other people in Canada have that designation right now. So he's still active in his sport, well into his 80s, and he's just made incredible contributions to judo. Looking forward to that conversation. I actually just spoke with him yesterday on the phone. We're going to try to get it set up for next week. And so really looking forward to that. I think they're going to have a formal announcement for him, and hopefully a celebration. Judo Canada and Judo Manitoba will later this spring when they're able to. But looking forward to talking with him, because I don't know a lot about judo. I'm going to have to do my research so that I'm well versed in it. But looking forward to that conversation. That's who Mo Oy will be our guest on the February episode.
Just make sure you keep your language specific to judo. Don't bring in the taekwondo or the karate and all that other stuff. I think that would be a little bit of blasphemy in that world, right, Nolan?
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. You gotta research the sport and make sure there's no mistakes being made, because you can bet he's going to be the first to correct me. Sure he knows all his stuff, right?
Great chatting with you, Nolan. Sportmanitoba.ca is where you'll find all the links and the bios to all the leadership series and the programming, the portfolios and the speaker series. Truly a great resource if you're stuck in a rut and you're hitting a wall and you don't know what to do with the kids. By all means, hit it up, sportmanitoba.ca. Nolan, thanks very much for joining me this afternoon, and look forward to potentially maybe getting outside later this month and enjoying some wonderful weather in the winter.
You bet. Thanks so much, Theo. Always great talking to you. Stay safe.
Absolutely. Nolan Kowal with Sport Manitoba. Check us out on ASTV tomorrow. I got a massive lineup. I get to talk to Basketball Manitoba. I get to talk to golfers, even though there's lots of snow and it's minus 30 outside. As well, softball is going to start kicking it up with me tomorrow as well during the afternoon here on ASTV. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you very soon. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.